morning. Today is Tuesday, March 15th, 2016. Today is a proper day.
Congratulations to Baxter Cregan, Matt Domain, Ethan Waterman, and Greg Wood, who represented WRCC in Vermont's Treasury Cup competition in Montpelier last Friday. The Treasury Cup is a finance and economics competition, and the winners are awarded money and a trip to New York City to compete nationally. This dynamic team stayed in the game through March 14th. They did a great job and deserve congrats for stepping up and standing out in our school community. Mycroft has the latest updates for us. Let's head over to him now, for sports, of course.
Hello and welcome to sports. Boys lacrosse will hold a meeting for all 9th and 10th grade students who would like to play lacrosse this upcoming season. Meet in the BUHS gym lobby after school on Wednesday to do your to receive homework and information for the season. First-year players are welcome. No experience or equipment necessary. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Mycroft. Seniors. A list of Lagos State and scholarships can be found in your novice account under college tab. See Ms. Harrison if you need assistance.
Speaking of those sports that Mycroft gave us a minute ago, girls interested in playing tennis this spring will meet Tuesday, March 15th, right after school in the cafeteria. Oh, that's you, Emma. Oh, no, she just said that. It's okay. That's my bad. There is going to be some serious green action happening at the Hideaway. This Friday, March 18th, is St. Patrick's Day at the Hideaway. There's going to be corned beef and cabbage with fixins and a delicious green dessert.
Actually, I work at the Hideaway on Friday, so if you want to serve and wait on your table, please see me.
Yeah, and you can make a reservation at hideaway@wsesu.org. Available times are 11:30, 12:10, and 12:50. The FBLA is hosting their second blood drive of the year on March 15th. More information will be provided soon. We had some beautiful weather this weekend, like really, really weirdly beautiful weather. Speaking of which, let's head over to Liam for some in-depth forecast stuff.
Thanks, Forrest. Things aren't looking so good. This Tuesday, we got a high of 45 and a low of 37 with about a 40% chance of precipitation, be it rain or snow. Wednesday, we got about the same. We got a high of 47, low of 39, about the same, 50% chance of rain or snow. Not looking so good. Hopefully, things will start to clear up within the next few days. But that's all I have for now. Back to you, Forrest.
Thanks, Liam. So, Harry has a very, very interesting special for us. Something about sleep, which I know we all love. Now let's go over to him.
Thank you. Sleep, the thing that everyone in the world should love and appreciate and worship, because your body needs it, whether you know it or not. A lot of people have heard the stereotype of needing about 8 hours of sleep a night, which is roughly accurate for a young adult, although that can vary from person to person. But what I found out is that sleep is nowhere near as neglectable as people often, think that it is. A lot of people think that, I have to go do some work tonight on a project, which means, let me just chip a few hours off of my sleeping schedule. That's doable, you think. In actuality, it's going to make you a much poorer problem solver the next day with greater fatigue. In general, don't skip out on your sleep is what I'm trying to get at here, ladies and gentlemen. You want to sleep. You know you do. You know you want to sleep a lot. But, I guess I'm not really telling you anything that you didn't know already. What I am telling you is that it can legitimately affect your health in very poor ways. You're going to have to make that sleep up eventually, and if you do it on the weekend, you're going to regret that decision as well. I figured that out last night. I'm actually still in Sunday mode. So let's go back to the desk because I'm rambling at this point.
Thanks, Harry. The Summer Governors Institutes of Vermont effects.
The summer, here, you want me to say this part? The Summer Governor Institutes of Vermont online application is now open. You can apply between February 1st and March 15th for any one of 7 exciting institutes and many areas of study. Scholarships are available. Go to www.give.org for more information, that's GIV, or see the department head or Mr. Nord in room 122. Now, we do have a very interesting update from Adam and Colin. It's gaming news. Let's head over to them now for some details.
Hey everybody, it's Adam. This is my part of game news for today, and I'm going to be talking about Battlefield 5. So apparently some retailer, I don't remember which country they're from, they leaked that Battlefield 5 is going to be set in World War I. We don't know if this is true or not because they took it down right after. There's no, evidence. DICE hasn't said anything about it. EA hasn't said anything about it. So, but if it is, which we're going to assume it is going to be, we're going to talk about it. And the question of today is, could it work? We think it could, actually, because most people think that World War I was just chemical warfare from entrenched positions, which isn't entirely true. World War I contained, it was 4 years long, across 6 continents. It contained giant naval battles, romanticized aerial dogfights, the introduction of tanks into warfare, and extremely quick technological development. So during the end of the war, they had much better things than they did by the end. So honestly, we think there's plenty of things that DICE could use to make it fit into the Battlefield style game, make it feel like Battlefield but in World War I. So honestly, to answer the question, we think yes, it could definitely work. And that's it. That's all I have for today. So on to the next segment.
Hello there, BOHS. Welcome to my segment of the gaming show that we don't have a good name for. I'm your host, Old Man Harry, here with the Old Man Games. Here with me today is Pong, one of the oldest man games of all time. It's a table tennis simulator in which you bounce a ball back between 2 vertical paddles. Fun fact, some people refer to controllers, as in gaming controllers, as paddles. That's probably due to Pong, as, they're supposed to be paddles. Don't really look like paddles, kind of look like chalk, but hey, we're not going to judge Pong about that. Very simple game. The ball speeds up over time as you knock it back and forth. You score points by bouncing the ball past your opponent's paddle. It's a 2-player game, unless you're by yourself, in which case you play against a CPU. And everyone knows the CPU, that means computer, cheats. So, have fun with that. It was developed in 1972 by Atari and was one of the first widely publicized arcade games here in the West. So, it's pretty significant. Not a whole lot of reason to play it nowadays unless you got a friend who really likes Pong. But, a piece of gaming history for you. But I'm afraid that because the game is so simple, that is actually all I have for today. Note to self, find better material for next time. Anyway, that's all I got, so on to our next segment.
Hey guys, Colin here. Today I'm going to talk about a game that's got everyone pretty hyped, The Division. So, this game is a third-person shooter MMO, which is set in the post-apocalyptic New York. And as a Division agent, the player must fight to save what's left of the population and keep society intact. So, you gather better gear and new allies as you fight through the war-torn streets. This game will be out on Tuesday, March 8th, and we'll have new content added throughout the year. So keep an eye on that game. Still pretty expensive, and that's probably not going to change for a while, but if you got the money, it's definitely worth your time. Back to the desk.
Thanks for that, guys. There is a community service opportunity. The staff at VT Department of Health will practice the distribution of medicine to residents near our region. The staff will be setting up a mock clinic and seeking volunteers to walk through and receive pretend medication from a nurse. The entire process should take 10 to 30 minutes, so call it 20, depending on the extent you want to participate. This will take place on March 28th from 10:30 a.m. to noon at the Brattleboro Area Middle School Multipurpose Room. Please join the VT Department of Health staff and help in their work to meet the needs of our community during a public health emergency. That's all that we have for today, BOHS. Now, we'll close with a video of the math department. Until next time.
Number 2. Oh, Kai got you by half a second. What? Half a second.
No.
Whoa. What is your answer?
16.
That is absolutely correct. Go on up and slide. Rules of sliding. The rules of sliding. Everybody pay attention, okay? You must let go of this eraser before it passes the line of math land, or else it doesn't count. See all the negative numbers up there? Sometimes it's a game of being the most not negative. Okay, so team 1.
What's positive? Wait, we have a little.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, we have.
Yes.
One here and the other. Oh, okay.
So, right, like you 4 are team 1, the other 4. Okay. All right. Good. So, let's see. Team 1. Team 1. Team 2.
There are more positive numbers.
You're winning.
than
Like you haven't done anything. Good job. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, go for it. So for N. Okay. Ready. Number 1. Oh, Malik gotcha. Malik gotcha. Malik, what is your answer? Say again. That is incorrect. Your team has 10 seconds. 10 seconds to get the right answer together. Oh, solid practice. Solid practice. Get to that too. Oh, -1. Correct answer. We'll have a correct X and Y table and a correct graph with all of my graphing guidelines. So I'm going to put your graph under the Elmo and we'll check it. All right, that's a good practice one. Get a little farther, you can get a good point.
And go a little less, and you can also get good.
There you go.
Get good. Settle for less.
You get the goods everywhere. There it is.
Kind of relates to one.
Whoa! -1! What's happening is it's got like a vertex that's like above the x-axis and it's opening up. Thank you. And then what else does A do? That's actually 2 transformations. So it reads as the opposite. So if you read the equation as a negative, you've actually moved in the positive direction. So when you're working there and it says, you know, it was horizontally translated a negative amount, you're gonna have a plus sign here. And then K, as Cortland mentioned, that's our vertical translation. That's moving us up or down. And that one is exactly what the sign is. If it's positive, you go up, and if it's negative, you go down. Leave myself a spot because I know I'm gonna complete the square inside of those parentheses. And I'm gonna add something over to this side as well. So we know that it's gonna move 3 negative units on the x-axis and 8 negative units on our y-axis. So there's my new vertex, -3, -8.
You might have to actually imagine a clock and think of which direction its hands move. Hands move this way, so that is clockwise, and if they were to move the opposite direction, that would be counterclockwise. Okay? Your numbers on your coordinate grid are facing the correct direction. So it should look something like this. That's your bottom plate. And you're going to take your top plate and align it so that your purple line is on the line to the left or the right.